What are your goals and expectations for the upcoming 2015-16 season?
I think like any coach, we want to improve with every game, and hopefully we're playing our best basketball in late February. We'd certainly like to have a winning season. We want to make the CAC tournament, which we did not do last year, and we'd love to finish in the top 4 in the CAC during the regular season, so we either get a first round bye or we're hosting a first round game.
Who are your key losses from last year?
We have 3 guys that we lost. Jabari Kamal was a senior last year. Tyler Campbell was a senior, and David Patrick. Jabari and Tyler both played power forward post positions. David, we had hoped might play this year because he'd gotten a medical red shirt and he had another year of eligibility, but he's going to be able to graduate in December, and I certainly understand that. So it leaves us a little inexperienced at the point guard position, but those are the 3 guys that we're going to miss the most, obviously, because they were all seniors.
Talk a little bit about some of your key returners.
Key returners. James Peters is huge. He missed the entire season last year with a groin injury, only played 8 minutes, so he got a medical red shirt. 6'3" left-hander who can score from anywhere on the floor. I really think had he played last year, we probably win 4 or 5 more ball games because we've got his ability to score. So he's healthy, playing very well. Tyler Michael, sophomore wing, who played pretty well as a freshman for us and has improved dramatically. His summer work ethic was outstanding. Breon Powell, 6'2", 6'3", senior wing, who's very quick, first step with the basketball. Also probably our best on the ball defender. Nick Smoot, 6'1", wing, who's also a very, very, very good individual and team defender. Probably executes the pick and roll as well as anybody on our team. Streaky shooter, but has 3-point range, also a senior. Terrell Goodman, a senior, 6'3" post player who plays a lot bigger than he is. Sean Henson, who's a 5th-year senior who had sat out 1 year because of a medical injury. He's very versatile, 6'3", 6'4", can play inside for us, although he's not real bulky, but he can run the floor, he can shoot the 3. And then Zach Coleman, who is a sophomore who has grown from 6'7" to 6'8.5", has improved dramatically on his offensive skills, has great shot blocking ability. And I've left out a few, but I think those are the key personnel that we're expecting to step up and play well this year.
Let's switch and talk a little bit about some of your key newcomers.
There's 4 people I think that have the chance to help us immediately. Sean Bozier is a junior college point guard, extremely smooth, has the ability to score, but very, very, very unselfish. Is a pass first kind of kid, but if you need him to score, he can. He's about 6'2". Tavari Merriman is a freshman point guard, extremely quick with the basketball, played in a great high school program down at Riverdale Baptist. Johnson Ogunyoye is a 6'7" freshman center out of C.H. Flowers High School who has some shot blocking ability, and his offensive skills are a little bit better than we expected. And then Darren Campbell is a junior college transfer, about 6'5", who can play on the perimeter and also can post up. So those are probably the 4 newcomers that right now I would think have the best opportunity to get playing time for us.
What are your thoughts on your schedule, both in and out of CAC play?
Well, if we look at the CAC first, as I said earlier, we certainly want to make the CAC tournament, and we'd love to finish in the top 4, so where we're going to be able to host a playoff game. The CAC, I think, is one of the 5 or 6 best conferences in the country, men's basketball Division III. It will be tough again. I'm not going to talk on every single team, but I don't see anybody that's going to be worse. There were some teams that had some young players, and they've got everybody back. We've got great coaches throughout the conference, so it's going to be a very, very, very tough conference. Last year was the first time, I think, in 4 years that we hadn't been a multi-bid league. I expect this year we'll probably get 2 teams in the NCAA again. As far as our out-of-conference schedule, we open up in Mount Aloysius, who's an old opponent from when we were in the AMCC. Then we've got our own tournament at Bobcat Invitational with Randolph-Macon, who was ranked #1 in the country for most of the year last year and got all the way to the final 8. St. Vincent's playing in the tournament. They won the NCAA tournament last year. Hood's in the tournament, and they made the ECACs. So we got 3 teams in our tournament that all played in postseason play. We also play in Washington Lee University's tournament right after Christmas. I believe it's Sewanee Methodist College in WNL. At this point in time, I don't know that much about any of those teams, but we'll know more about them before we go down and play in that tournament. The other non-conference games are Waynesburg on the road, Roanoke at home, and I don't know if I've left anybody out or not, but Roanoke always a very, very, very competitive team. Their head coach, Paige Moria, is one of my best friends in the coaching business. Waynesburg had a very, very competitive team last year, so we're not playing any slouches in our non-conference schedule.